Have you ever heard anyone say they hate change? Maybe you've said it yourself. Today we're going to talk about change, the only thing we can count on in life, and life's transitions. I'm Brenda, Florida, life coach and lifestyle advisor, and it is true. Change is constant. Nature is a great example of how we're always changing and we're always moving, right? Nature is always moving towards life. And that's what we want to do. We want to leverage life's transitions, the ones that are put upon us and the ones that we choose, so that they become the seeds of our growth, the seeds of our next great thing. And when you think about it, your attitude towards transition is very much uh, predicted by your thoughts, right? Is your thought about the transition a joyful, excited, oh, this is going to be a great adventure, or the thoughts along those lines? Or are the thoughts really stressful? I don't have enough. I don't think this is going to work. I'm not ready for this. Any kind of thought like that that would bring on stress. So when you think about it, I mean, your mind is such a powerful thing. And right now, in the time that this video takes, we can go on a trip to total joy, or a trip to total stress and concern. So do that with me for a minute. And let's do this real quick just to show the power of our thoughts. We've all had this kind of thing happen. So think about something that happened for you, an experience that you had that brought you so much joy. Maybe it was on your wedding day, or maybe it was when you fell in love, or maybe it was when you had a child, or took a vacation somewhere. And you just had so much joy and were filled with so much love and so much excitement. And I just want you to just be in that for a minute. We'll just spend 5 seconds just reliving and feeling that joy. And so I was thinking about a trip I took, but there are a million things I could have thought of. And I mean, I think you can tell by even just watching this video how excited I was. Like, right away, I'm in that state, that feeling state of joy and pleasure and excitement. And nothing has happened. I'm in my same living room talking to you using my video camera, right? But I altered my state and brought myself to that state of joy. Well, of course, we can do the same thing. And everybody has done this too, where you think of something stressful and maybe it's not even happened, right? Like I have 4 grown children, so I went through all those teenage years where they're out at night and driving and they're home late and all that. And you can go through this whole story, this whole thought process that becomes very stressful about, oh my gosh, have they been in an accident? What's going on? And you're a total nervous wreck, right? And then they walk in the door and everything's fine. So that whole negative trip that was very stressful that you just took yourself on was a total illusion. So our mind is a very powerful thing. And I would suggest to you that when we're in transition, there's sort of an extra invitation, or an invitation on steroids, to choose our state of mind. Do we want to see our transition? Do we want to see this time of change as something that's going to be joyful? Sure, it may be difficult, right? Whatever we were just thinking of, our memory of our joyful experience, whether it was children or being in love or travel or whatever, those things had their hard, aspects. But what we remember, what we bring to the experience, is the joy and the happiness and the love. That transcends any amount of hard work it might have been. And so we always have the power to change our feeling state to one of joy and excitement and anticipation and love, right? You have that power. And so I want you to take advantage of that. That's why vision boards can be so helpful, because we're all going to have days where those stressful thoughts come, where we feel like maybe it's going to be too much. Maybe I won't have all the resources I need to navigate this challenge or the transition or whatever. And so often by going to our vision board and reminding ourselves of the joy, reminding ourselves of the outcome of the things that are important to us, will help us change our state. The other way you can do it very effectively is through movement, through physical movement or exercise. Okay, I like the word movement better. I learned that from my friend and mentor Laura Wagner. She has magnificent stuff that she does in her coaching practice around movement. So I'll put a link to Laura's work in the comments below so you can find her. And another way you can do it is reading inspirational stories, where you read about the hardships or transitions of others that are maybe similar to yours or not. They could be a dissimilar thing, but where it inspires you and you see that the human spirit is capable of so much, right? And so use the power of your mind in this positive way to help you navigate your next transition. Or maybe you're in a transition right now. So I'd love to hear how this is working for you. So put your comments in below in our comment section and tell me a little bit about your story, a transition you've been through or one that you're going through, and how this ability to change your thinking and feeling state changed your experience with that transition, because we're really truly powerful and lavish beings. I'm Brenda, Florida. You can find more about me and my work at brendaflorida.com. Thanks for being here.